So I'm starting Set Up Sundays, and it's a time for us to, you know, set our routines for the week, set our goals for the week, and yeah, I just wanted to talk about today the four things to build a successful planning time. So before I give you the four things, I just want to say when I started teaching, I really had no planning skills whatsoever. It was not taught in school, and it was difficult for me. It's an executive functioning skill that I feel like I am lacking. So I really had to work on, in college, even, I had to work on how to achieve a goal and what steps I needed to get to that goal. And even as far as how my day was going to work, which tasks I was going to get done first and things like that. So I know we all need practice in that area. Some of us are stronger than others. Um, but let me see what else I wanted to say. Yeah, I am a type of person that has like a million ideas. I'm an ideas person. But as far as implementing those ideas, it's always been difficult to figure out where do I start? Which one do I want to do first? And I get overwhelmed easily. So I've had to put a ton of systems into place to make things actually get accomplished. So I really am someone that jumps in full throttle. I'm not scared of new challenges. I take risks. And my husband is a little bit more cautious. He thinks things through, and he brings me back down to earth. So um, yeah, I just tend to be a person that jumps into things and I'm all ready and gung ho. So, some of the strategies I've learned over the years I want to share with you. So, Sundays, as a teacher, I'm sure there are all the teachers around the world setting up their lesson plans for the week. It's stressful, it causes a lot of anxiety, um, it's one of those days that you're hoping you're doing what you need to be prepared, and then you see how it goes. So that's what I do at home as well. I have my planner here. I went away from paper planners for home. I went to electronic planners, things on my phone, but now I need to write everything down. So I have one of those, and so we're going to start with the four things that help me get my plans accomplished. I dropped my notes on the floor. So, number one, you need a space that you're going to go to. So, I'm in the process of setting up a new space here. I have a desk. What you cannot see over here is a mess. So, when I sit down to do my planner, I'm extremely distracted in this spot. So, you need to pick a spot that is really good for relaxing and getting your thoughts together. So, finding a space, making it special. It could be a special chair that you sit in, a special room. Could be that you need to go somewhere out of the house and just have a break and write out your plans for the week. And the other thing is having a special time during the week or the day. So I'm setting that up right now. Sundays, I don't exactly have a time during the day, but I'm finding that I'm going to need a time so that I can commit to setting my goals, getting them out there before Monday morning rolls around. And especially with homeschooling, once Monday starts, it's like a snowball. Everything's just going and going. And if I don't have it written down and ready to go, I get flustered and overwhelmed very fast. So we've got space, set up a space, we've got set up a time. The third one, when you get there, what are your expectations? So, what are you going to do first for your planning time to make it the most efficient? So, you set aside 20 minutes on a Sunday or 1 hour. How are you going to be efficient to plan your week? So, whatever it is, number one, plan on my meals. Number two, write down, all the appointments I have. Number three, put in exactly what order you want to do things so that when you sit down to do it, you're not wasting a lot of your time just hemming and hawing and flipping through pages and like, I don't know what to eat, you know. So figure out exactly the things you have to plan each week. Um, and then you'll know what to do as soon as you get there. Let's see what else I said. Um, yeah, maybe you want to just do every day separately. So some people work that way. Like, I'm going to just open up to Monday. I'm going to go top to bottom, morning to night, and plan it all day by day. So some people like to just do like put in all their meals, or what else are we planning these days? Put in all your morning snack. I have to plan that. Um, but I actually enjoy going day by day, unless it's probably meals. So you might flip flop back and forth in your planning strategy. So expectations or strategy is number three. And then number four, when are you going to communicate these expectations? So that's a hard one with my marriage. So do you have like a family meeting? Do you have a date night? Something where you're going to communicate to each other what your expectations are for the week. So a lot of times you get to Thursday and you've forgotten to tell forgot to tell your kids or your husband or whoever that you're going to be gone and good luck. And that throws everybody off. So um, find a way to communicate those. So maybe after you do your planning time, then you at dinner time, you have a family meeting or whatever you need to do to talk about all the things that you've planned for the week. Who's going to get the groceries for the meals and things like that. Okay. And last, follow through on your plan. So um, that is probably the hardest thing. You set all these goals and expectations for the week, and then you get to Tuesday, and you've been thrown a wrench. Your car isn't working, or someone got sick. It's okay that your plans have to change, but then maybe you need to move something to the next day, or you know, you just have to rearrange and you go with the punches. So follow through on the plans that you set, but then also be ready to move things and shift things if you need to. And you can always get back on track the next day, or it might have to be moved to the following week. So, yeah, so those are I think I said five things, but um, so there's space, time, your expectations or strategies, um, communicating those, and then following through. So that is how you set up a successful week.